Sumter, South Carolina is the scene. Wilson Hall campus, Spencer Field to be exact. The Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. The Barons of Wilson Hall taking on the Northside Christian Crusaders. Coming up right after this. Welcome into Spencer Field on the campus of Wilson Hall. And the Wilson Hall Barons at 1-0 taking on the visiting Northside Christian Crusaders at 2-0. Welcome into the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. I am Stacy Huff, joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Cashin. And Joe, we're excited about this. I know these teams they've never played before, first-time matchup, so they'll start their new tradition this week. We expect a good one.
I think we will have a great one here tonight, Stacy. Beautiful night for high school football. As you mentioned, both teams come in undefeated. Northside with 2 games already under their belts. A little bit more experience. Wilson Hall also coming off a win last week. So a key skis of matchup. The Northside Christian coaches believe they have had this one circled on the calendar. They get this one tonight. That might set them up for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. This game is big. It's a region matchup between these teams at that. So players to watch is where we go next. Brought to you by Michaelis Mattress. Who are some players to watch? We begin with our visitors, Northside Christian Crusaders.
First for the Crusaders is running back number 3, Sam Burks, a senior, rushed for more than 1,300 yards and 19 touchdowns in 2023. You see the breakaway speed right there. This season in 2 games, 33 attempts on the ground, 259 and 3 scores. He has offers from Limestone and Erskine. You see the cutback ability, and just watch him pick him up and put him down all the way to the end zone. Sam Burks, a key tonight for Northside Christian.
And now we look at our player to watch on the other side from Wilson Hall. We look at a defender on that team. Who is that player?
That's number 2, Owen Myers, a senior linebacker. Also will play quarterback for this Wilson Hall team. He has numerous tackles already this season in that opening game. He has great speed. He flies around at the ball. Watch him close right here and make the stop. Takes the quarterback down right there. He can move laterally very well. Coaches call him the best athlete on the field, which probably is why he plays both ways, quarterback and also linebacker. You'll see this guy, number 2, Owen Myers, a lot on defense tonight for Wilson Hall.
Remember those names, Burks and Myers. That was the Michaelis Mattress players to watch. Now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We begin with our visitors, Northside Christian.
If you're Northside Christian tonight, control the line of scrimmage. Run it well. That will lead to good pass protection. Defensively, take away the run game of Wilson Hall, those jet sweeps to force 3rd down and long. And if you're Wilson Hall, you want to matriculate the ball down the field and finish long drives in the end zone. And then conversely, on the defensive side of the ball, get Northside Christian off the field on 3rd down.
Well said. Those are Blue Cross and Blue Shield keys to the ball game. And we'll have more exciting information from you, Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin here with you. Glad to have you with us on this last Friday in August on the FNR Game of the Week.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust and meteorologist Clara Faith bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Welcome inside the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Northside Christian, Wilson Hall about to go at it in a region game here at Spencer Field, Sumter, South Carolina, the campus of Wilson Hall. And a time for our game day forecast brought to you by Palmetto Pride. Palmetto Pride game day 4-day is clear temperatures. It's a beautiful night, 88 degrees. It is a little humid, 48% humidity. And of course, as I told you before, Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Let's go down to our third member of our broadcast team, Claire Foley on the sideline. Claire, what's going on?
Thanks, guys. My name is Claire Foley. Excited to be joining you on the sidelines tonight for Military Appreciation Night here at Spencer Field in Sumter. And it's shaping up to be an offensive battle. Both teams looking to operate on a run-style offense, and talking to both coaches, they expect to be in the trenches tonight. It's going to be a battle, need to show true grit, and the offensive line for both teams is going to have to protect and create opportunities. So if you like offense, you're going to want to stick around for this one.
And go for Stacy.
Thank you, Claire. We'll be checking with her all night on the sidelines. It is about kickoff time. You see Wilson Hall in their traditional light blue, Columbia blue, if you will. And of course, on the other side, the Crusaders of Northside Christian, they're in white jerseys, black pants with red and black trim. And it's about time for our Will Lugray Opportunity School kickoff. Will Lugray Opportunity School, for over 100 years, we've been helping students build a better future. Joe Cash and I, Stacy Huff up here, glad to have you with us. It's a beautiful night for football, the last Friday in August, Military Appreciation Night here at Claire. Talk about it, kicking off left to right on your screen will be the Crusaders of Northside Christian Academy. Dean Howes, the coach there, we'll talk about him later. In their third year of varsity football, kicking off going right to left will be Wilson Hall. Kickoff is caught on the 11-yard line, and a little room over here, a little too much room if you're Dean Howell probably. On a 15-yard return up to the 26-yard line, Joe.
Jackson Monster on the return that time. Wilson Hall sets him up in pretty good field position for the first possession of the ball game tonight.
That's where they'll take over there. Glad to have them. Glad to have you all with us here on our week 1 broadcast. You know, week 0 was last week, and there's the offensive starting lineup for Stuart Law, brought to you by Stuart Law offices. Owen Myers, we talked about him. LeClarin, Naylor, Creech, the backfield. Sean Michael Matthews, the tight end. Folk Wild, the wide receiver. Wilsey Gilly, Wilson Howell, and McLeod, the O-line. They run a triple option offense here. As the man in motion, as always. That's going to be a give to number 3 around that right side, and he's hit hard for a loss. That was Ben McLaurin. He goes nowhere fast. You know?
Kai Fink fighter that time on the stop. You saw the orbit motion right away out of that triple that Wilson Hall likes to run. That time a negative play. Good defensive play there by Northside Christian on first down.
So got him behind the sticks. Second and third. They're going to throw now. They're going to throw out wide. Caught for give some of that yardage back, plus a little bit more. That was 14 over there. Sean Michael Matthews, a big tight. He's a good sized tight end over there. And they got about 6 of that back. So it's going to be ball at the 27-yard line. Going to be 3rd and 9. And 4 of it back. Check that. Hudson, Schick, Manny Lee, Gebhard, Jeffrey, the line, Rogers, Fickbeiner, Hoffman, the linebackers, Suits, Burks, Gadsden, and Hickman, the defensive backfield for Northside Christian. Starting lineup is brought to you by the Stewart Law Offices. Another play in the backfield by the Crusaders, and they're going to have the punt team on a quick 3 and out. Again, once again, Stewart Law Offices brought you those starting lineups. We'll have more after this punt.
BJ Suits that time. Well, the Crusaders really flew in there. They faked the dive action, tried to pitch and get that outside to the perimeter, but Crusaders having none of that. You say 3 downs and out.
And they went really backwards. Kickoff was at the 26-yard line. They have a net -5 on that drive. Punt team on, and it's a high punt. Gonna hit the ground and we'll check on the box. Nice candy hop there. Dangerous return by 8 for the Crusaders. Runners out of bounds at about the 40. Knock up at the 47, 48-yard line. That's not a bad little return there. That was 8. Christian Hickman, a sophomore.
39-yard punt. A pretty Pretty good return that time to set Northside Christian a great field position for their first offensive series here in this ballgame.
Yeah, we start lineups here in just a moment. Stuart Law officers for Northside Christian. You see the quarterback out there, Jefferson McCallum, a senior, number 1. They run a true I formation. Fullback, he's going to get the carry off the rip right there. That's a nice little belly give right there to number 2, J.R. Kinder, the junior. That's going to be a first down. They're going to move those sticks. That's our first down of the ball game. First down is brought to you by the Columbia Police Department. I want you to know they're now hiring with a $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. Northside Christian offense. McCallum, the quarterback we talked about, Kinder, Burks, the highly recruited running back, Jeffrey, Hickman, the wide receivers, Gavea, the tight end, offensive line, Yerozewski, Bartlett, Gerhard, Robinson, and Schick. They're going to throw wide open the left side over there, caught, and into the end zone, strike up the Northside Christian Crusaders. Fights on, great throw, great catch. Jake Jeffrey with the touchdown. Great play call by the offensive coaching staff. Wow, that was nice.
It was so wide open, too. Jake Jeffrey just gets wide open, and boy, Jeff McCallum sees it right away. Look how wide open he is right there. Jeffrey sheds the tackle. The would-be guy would make a stop there. No chance. 41 yards in just a 2-play drive into the end zone for the Crusaders.
Absolutely. That's you can't drop much better than that. That touchdown brought to you by MUSC. MUSC Health is proud to call the Midlands home. That's a fumble on the extra point attempt and loss of yards there. There's going to be 6 on the board. No good. Tackle down there after the fumble snap was John Luszewski. And we're going to step away. Northside Christian 6, Woodson Hall 0. You barely had time to sit down, and a touchdown on the board. We'll be right back.
I had a car accident. I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart and I contacted him and was down to earth right with me. And you know, I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Well, hello, how do you do? 6-0, just like that. As a matter of fact, you see the crowd here. Northside Christian Academy Crusaders up 6-0. They'll be kicking off left to right on your screen. The fans traveled from the Columbia area, actually the Lexington, South Carolina area, hard off exit 61 of I-20. They made the drive down here. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, and Claire Foley are your broadcast team, and we've played long. And already an onside kick, and I think they got it. I think that was perfectly done, Joe. I think it went to 10 yards. This is going to be Northside Christian Academy football.
I think they did.
With a little great opportunity school kickoff.
Last week we saw Lexington try that. It didn't work for them. This week it works for Northside Christian. I don't think you can execute this any better as the kicker, John Luszewski, right there, just bunts it down the field, Stacy. It just does cross midfield, goes 10 yards. He falls on it, and Northside Christian steals a possession.
That was well done, and that's like a shooter following his own missed shot. Nobody knows where the ball's going like the kicker. And he recovered it right at the 10-yard spot. They've got the Barons on their heels right now. Midfield is where they take over. Going to be a give around the left side. 7 yards before contact on that, and that was 40. Logan Gavea, the tight end, a senior with the carry. There's a look at the Wilson Hall defense, brought to you by Stuart Law Offices. Seegers, Wilson, Baker, McLeod, the D-line. The linebackers, McLaurin, Wilson. Then at 5'2", 4'2", check that. Defensive backs are Bonzer, Matthews, Galloway, Naylor, and Hill. So they put an extra defensive back, Joe. 4-2-5 defense. 2 linebackers. One running back to the side of McCallum, that is J.R. Kinder. Quick toss out, and that's just wheeling and dealing on that sideline. They needed about 2 or 3. Might have got it close to 10 on that. That's another Columbia Police Department first down on that catch was Jake Jeffrey.
Jake Jeffrey, who caught that 41-yard touchdown just moments ago, Stacy, his second catch already in this ballgame, and just a simple toss to the outside and let Jake Jeffrey work his way up. He crosses the line to gain to pick up the first down.
That's just a good-looking play call right there. Good, well blocked, and that's kind of slashing through the middle. They're just gashing the Barons right now. He picked up a first down and more. Another Columbia Police Department first down for the Crusaders.
Kinder had an 11-yard run on that first drive. Northside Christian picks up a first down right there. And right now, Stacy, it's all Northside Christian in the first 4 minutes of this one.
They got him on roller skates without a question. Kinder, the junior we did talk about. Coach calls him efficient and productive, and he's been that a couple times he's got to touch the ball. He's a dynamic. He threw dynamic in there as well. He'd be a dynamic player, and they're going to call a timeout. Coach Dean Howell, around the Midlands forever. AC Floor, White Knoll. He was at White Knoll twice, I believe. Richard Northeast, I think, for a minute, and
Dean Howell and White Knoll 2013 to 2020. And he came there from AC Flora, where he went 38-11 and won a couple of region championships.
Yeah, he's a Brooklyn Casey alum. Spent a little bit of time at Brooklyn Casey as well as a coordinator in 2005, his first coordinator job. You see that record there, but he's a Citadel man. 95 graduate of the Citadel. Head coach Florida of 2009. He retired actually in 2021, and his pastor asked him to come out of retirement.
That's right.
Hey, coach, that is not Adam Jarecki, but Coach Jarecki's over there in blue. There, we get you a picture of Adam Jarecki in a bit. That's not him. But he's a 10th season at Wilson Hall. He's an affable gentleman. He's a Wofford alum, played baseball in college. Coach Jarecki.
Coach Jarecki's got to come up with something right now, though, for Wilson Hall to try to hold this.
Give to Kinder again. Kinder plays fullback. Now, both running backs are about 5'11", 185, so they both have halfback size. But you got to get Kinders on the field as a fullback, and you see they use him for catching run plays as well. So there's a lot of toughness shown there, and it's going to bring up second down and probably about 6. Crusaders. There's Jarecki right there. There's my guy, Adam Jarecki right there. 10th season, I mentioned, 32nd overall. And 24 years at Calhoun Academy before he came here. He's been here 10 years at Wilson Hall, the Barons. Talked to both coaches up down on the field before the game. Both just love talking about their players, enjoy what they're doing with their program. And it's a tradition here now established on the Jarecki at Wilson Hall. So we're gonna bring up third down, and there's some conversation going on in the field right now. There's an injured player being helped off the field, number 68.
It's E.J. Yarozelski, starting right tackle.
Senior. And his replacement out there. It looks like a passing down now. So Birch behind Kinder. Birch hasn't carried the ball a lot and hit for a loss. Good job up front. That was a nice play that time. I believe that was 52 in blue right there. One of the captains tonight, Cooper Scott, with a great play.
That's a big play, Stacy. Watch Cooper Scott right here. He just comes really virtually unblocked. I mean, no one had the assignment on him where it was a busted play right there. He gets in there, makes a sack. I would say that's a big play right there for Wilson Hall. Imagine Northside Christian goes for it here on fourth down. They get a stop here. They can turn this momentum around.
Absolutely. The momentum is up for grabs on this play. It's fourth and long here. It's a passing situation. Kinder to the right of McCallum. And they're going to set up a screen for him. It's well blocked. He's got to make a man miss, and I think he's going to be. The ball came out until the end of that run. Either way, he was short. It's going to be Wilson Hall football either way. Now notice Birch hasn't touched the ball much. He came in banged up, so he's trying to go. They use him as a decoy early in this game, and what a stand by the Wilson Hall Barons defense.
Oh had to get the stop here, too, if you're Wilson Hall. Just trying to swing pass out to the left to J.R. Connor. Gets a block out there, but not quite enough. He coughs up the ball here at the end. And that's a big stop for these Barons at Wilson Hall after the quick touchdown to start by Northside Christian. And then the Crusaders come out, run the surprise onside, get it, but they get nothing out of this drive.
And Connor comes up a little gimpy. I think that tackle was made by Andrew Seegers. That's a big play. You mentioned it, Joe. The momentum is up for grabs here. They only trail by 6 after being gashed, and they have a chance to do a triple option if stay on those blocks a little bit. But I tell you who had the answer to the test. The defensive line of the Crusaders answered the bell that first drive. There's your fullback, you run your quarterback / linebacker 2 right there on your screen. There's the gash right there. They got him up the middle that time. Well blocked. We'll get the name of that ball carrier in a second. Looks like there might be 11, Joe. Thomas Creech.
That's your B back right there. Kind of your fullback in this kind of a flex bone triple option set that the Barons like to run. That's the most productive play they've had tonight on offense. You want to play ahead of the chains, pick up 9.5.
That's beautiful run right there. You can't ask for much better than that. 2nd and 1 is an offensive coordinator's friend. The whole playbook opens up. You can gamble with a pass, and they have that triple option. Quarterback under the center. Ball handling is key. Quick handoff, and it's going to be a first down. Gang tackled after that, but they got the required yardage. See who that ball carrier is. That might be 3 that time. That is Ben McLaurin. Columbia Police Department, first down.
And you watch McLaurin. He took that handoff, tried to go right, saw the opening in the crease back to the left, was able to cut back against the grain and move the sticks for the first time tonight for Wilson Hall.
Columbia Police Department wants you to know that they're now hiring with a $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. So there you go. You know someone who needs a gig, there you go. Serve and protect. First down just in. Their first down of the ball game for the Barons. And that's a nice blocking on the left side and room to run. Nice activity on that left side. Good clean blocking. Milling Galloway is your ball carrier. Looking good coming through that into that secondary.
Here's that quick pitch. It goes left out of this action right here. Comes in that orbit motion, takes a quick pitch, gets a good block out there on the corner. Let's give credit to big number 76, Carson Wilsey there, kind of with a kick out block, set that play up for a big game.
Tell you what, that's good crisp blocking without holding. You want to see that. A lot of those wide plays. Get somebody to grab a little jersey. That was very clean. Ball at the 32-yard line now, and Wilson Hall is in business. There'll be a stoppage and play here. Timeout called again. Crusaders. That's 2 of them gone, right?
We're going to go to break.
We're going to step away right here and take the break with them. You're watching the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Spencer Field here on the campus of Wilson Hall, your site. 6-0 Crusaders over Wilson Hall. Come on back.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
Welcome back, Sonic FNR Game of the Week. You see the score 6-0 right there. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, and Claire Foley with you. Joe, how did we get to that 6 on the scoreboard?
Well, Northside Christian forced a 3 downs and out, took over at their own 48. 2 plays it took them. 41-yard pass play. Jeff McCallum to Jake Jeffrey, 41 yards out again, as I mentioned. That took only 36 seconds off the clock on that drive, and they scored. Missed the extra point, 6-0.
South Carolina Army National Guard will bring you our Scholar Athlete of the Week coming up at halftime as part of our Stewart Law Office's halftime report. South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all in the South Carolina Army National Guard. Thank them for their sponsorship coming up at halftime. You don't want to miss as we celebrate our scholar athletes. And we got another timeout. This is a officials stoppage in play. Might be a sideline warning. Or just a sideline stare down, like get back. That's your white hat right there. And that's going to be a give up the middle again. They tried it again. The ball came out. That ball came out. The beanbag went down. That is going to be Northside Christian Academy football. Wow, what a play. Can you get a number who recovered that?
Trevor Hoffman, number 5 for Northside Christian, recovered that fumble, and that's a big turnover there. Wilson Hall really trying to work out from their own 13-yard line, moved it out almost to the 30. You see it right here, just a simple dive play up the middle, and it never really got off the ground. Thomas Creech just couldn't hang on to the ball. It's kind of a bad exchange, and it was number 5, Trevor Hoffman, from Northside. Opportunistic defensively that time. Crusaders take over at the plus 30.
And now if you're Coach Dean Howard, you want to cash it in, though. You played most of the game on the opposing side of the field. You only have 6 points to show. Wilson Hall's defense stood up big last time. And the young man Hoffman is in as a running back after recovering that fumble. He's in at the fullback position, number 5. They're right in front of Sam Birch. Birch has been basically a decoy. He came in banged up, and once again he won't touch the ball. And that's just a lot of pressure. A penalty marker down, but great rush that time by Walker Wilson, and he has some help in there, some friends. Andrew Howell, and the penalties on the Crusaders.
I think it's bad all the way around for the Crusaders. They give up a sack, and I think we're probably going to get called. Yes, there it is, a holding call, and obviously Wilson Hall will decline and take the sack.
Yeah, Coach Jarecki right there on your screen, he's loving that. As an offensive lineman, you hold and you still get your quarterback sacked. That's a double whammy, as you mentioned. That's a time where double negative is not a positive. So you're going to leave math behind on that one. As a teacher, somewhere are proud of me. Somebody from Chesterfield County School District. Knowing my ciphering. Second down at 17, Joe. It's a long distance phone call for a first down. I formation, he might have started a little early.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I thought this fullback started a little early. They had a backup quarterback in. That was B.J. Suits in that quarterback. He got smashed. They shut it down like what, Joe? You can say it. Like
a fire marshal at the frat house party.
At a frat house party. Right? It was not a nuke. Everybody, please disperse.
And the fire marshal this time was Andrew Seegers. He
just come here, get in this house.
Beats the block and says, no, you're not going anywhere. He started it right there.
Cleaned up by Wilson. Yeah, Walker Wilson. To get to this house right now, I mean, this is bad. 3rd and 21. Either team has had a successful pass downfield. 21 yards seems like forever. Birch is the man in motion. He touches it for the first time, I believe, his first carry. Sam Birch dancing. Oh, he does have the skills. You can see, though. He got about 11 of those yards back. Sam Birch, I believe it was his first carry.
It was his first carry. He was one of the 2 players that we highlighted in our opening tonight, Stacy. The wide receiver, Sam Burks, has rushed for almost 300 yards coming into this game and kind of dinged up a little bit. He made something out of nothing right there. Still going to be 4th and long.
And they're going to stay on the field. So the punt game they have not done a lot in the punt game, but it's going to be hard to run for 12 on 4th down. Let's see if they can air it out one time here. They had the backup quarterback is in now. B.J. Suits. He's played the last few snaps for Northside Christian. He's going to roll left. Thought he had a man there, and he does. Caught behind the defender. The ball came out late. He's going to be marked down. That catch was made that time by number 10, John Leszewski. It's going to be a first down. Take a look.
Suits rolls out to the left, kind of having to throw against his body. Looks like the quarterback position suits him perfectly. Watch him connect right there. For the first down, they move the chains on 4th down. Ruled down right there. Northside Christian on the move.
Then the Jim Hudson Automotive Group red zone, and there's another Columbia Police Department first down. They're trying to make it a 2-possession lead right here. First down, they're in business to do business. A give this time to Kynert. Good gang tackle on that right side over there. Let's check in with Claire Foley on the sidelines. Claire, what's going on?
Thanks, guys. I think Northside Christian is surprising a lot of people so far tonight, and maybe including themselves. Earlier this season, the team is now headed into 3A. Skis a ball before they were in 2A. And at the time of when the transition was announced, head coach Dean Howell was candid when he said he didn't think his program was ready. And even coming in tonight, he said that his team he thought was at a size disadvantage against the Wilson Hall Barons. But you see tonight so far, the Crusaders coming out aggressive so far, and it's working in their favor almost out of the first quarter now, and they're still leading 6-0.
Thank you, Claire. You saw that play there, went nowhere fast. That was a good game tackle at the time. Sean Michael Matthews and Harris Naylor with a big that's right. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. First quarter went kind of fast, Joe, and we're going to step away with them. We're going to make the long walk to the other end of the field. Take a pause for the cause. You're watching the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. We're in Sumter, South Carolina. Wilson Hall Trails, Northside Christian Academy, 6-0.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoost.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Saluda County.
And meteorologist Clara Faith.
We're getting back to that time of year across the Midlands when the humidity will start to climb.
Bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News. Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From our first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back in. Get into the second quarter. The score is 6-0. Northside Christian Crusaders on the road. Handling Wilson Hall early in the ball game. And how did we get to 6-0, Joe?
9:35 to go first quarter. It was Jake Jeffrey, a 41-yard touchdown pass from Jeff McCallum. Rather than the point after failed. 2 plays, 52 yards on the drive, 36 seconds off the clock. That's where we are, 6-0.
We'll see if it changes here. B.J. Suits, the backup quarterback, in with an empty backfield. 5 men in the formation. A fly-out pass to Burks. He gets tackled that time. Good tackle by your quarterback and linebacker, Ben McLaurin. Short gain on the play. Owen Myers all over the place early.
Well, you can just tell, Stacy, that Sam Burks isn't quite 100% what we saw in the highlight package to start. You saw a lot more explosiveness than what we've seen so far. But give credit to Wilson Hall's defense. They've been up to the task.
There's Myers right there on your screen right there.
Yep.
Anchoring that defense and offense. He's called the best athlete on the squad, arguably. We're early in the second quarter, and momentum has been on the side of Northside Christian, but they have to capitalize. Only leading 6-0, botched the extra point on their touchdown that you talked about. So Myers is down on the quarterback, but also in at linebacker right there. They're going to go for the field goal right here. This is John Luszewski. It's up. And I believe he got that. Hands to the sky. And how about that? It is a 2-possession lead now, 9-0. The Crusaders out early over Wilson Hall, the Barons, with 11:01 left in the first half. Good defensive stand again, though, by the Barons.
Seems like As we've watched this game, Stacy, Northside Christian has lived on the plus 50, but that was a good defensive stand, like you just mentioned, by Wilson Hall to keep Northside out of the end zone, forcing a 29-yard field goal.
Well said, well said. Smells like team spirit. You see the fans out here. They have a pretty good crowd right here, actually, below us. The stands are a lot more full than they are over across the way, of course. The Barons being the home team, they do have a tradition here. And round to our right here is the Bolton Center. Former headmaster who was named after, they completed it about 2 years ago, and it's really festive atmosphere here at Spencer Field on the campus of Wilson Hall. So that touchdown, that field goal makes it 9-0. It's time for the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School kickoff. Will Luke Ray for over 100 years. They've been helping students build a better future. And there's a great shot right there on the football. Great camera work by our crew as always. Kickoff fielded at the 16-yard line. Little room on the right side. Now cuts it back. Gonna bounce it off to the left. He has room over there. This will be at least midfield. Gonna crack midfield and now drag down, spinning right inside the 40-yard line. That is the answer the Barons needed right there. And the crowd in full voice beneath us right here. Number 28.
Well, Stacy, nothing can energize you more than a big kickoff return right there. And the Wilson Hall Barons just got one out of Jackson Bonser. You saw mouthpieces flying and everything. Bonser flying down the field, and he gets it all the way to the plus 40. You see it right here. They set it up nice. Starts to the right, picks up a couple of blocks, kicks it back to the left, and is able to work his way down the field, cuts it back in against the grain right here. Great return.
No, absolutely. So equipment flying out there, and the triple option offense takes over at the 39, right at the 40-yard line, and a loss again. What a surge by the boys up front for Northside Christian, led by number 50 on that play. That was Hudson Schick.
Hudson Schick, a two-way player, also an offensive lineman, able to diagnose that play, stop it for a loss of about half a yard.
His father was a former volleyball coach at Lexington and is now at Batesburg.
Is that Eric? Is Eric his dad?
Yeah,
I kind of wondered about that. I know Eric. We played at his club a couple of times.
Yeah. So I guess
Good fella, Eric Schick. Like him a lot.
Yeah, something shared with me by Dean Howell in our conversation earlier this week. So.
Wondered if that was the case.
Yeah, it's a small world, man.
It is.
Man in motion. It's McLaurin, and one of the first times we see a run by that physical quarterback linebacker combo in one uniform. That is Owen Myers with a gashing run of about 8 yards on that play.
Boy, for Wilson Hall, you really need to capitalize on this, Stacy. You start at the plus 40. You're down 9-0. Still a long way to go in the game, but you have this kind of field position. You got to get some points out of this if you're the Barons.
Heading toward the end zone where they have fans sitting behind the goalposts. Is a unique vibe here. That was like a beachfront property behind the end zone right there, and lawn chairs and etc. They're running into their crowd here, trying to strike pay dirt. They're gonna call it 3rd and 2 here. Triple option formation, man. Too people moving. A little too much action back in the backfield that time. Legal procedure, they're gonna roll it up and do a little Michael Jackson moonwalk backwards here, 5 yards.
The first accepted penalty of this game, too, so it's been a clean game.
Yes, good point, Joe. That's why that first quarter went so fast. Let's not jinx it. Let's keep that clock rolling. Let's keep the game clean.
Right? Here they come.
It's gonna be penalty Joe this year.
Be 6 flags over Sumter before you know it.
Right, Flagapalooza. Headed toward the 9-minute mark. Game is really moving. Look at Myers. He's going to put it in the air right here on 3rd and long. Caught! Breaking the tackle. Fighting his way down to about the 23-yard line. That's number 5, Ford Wilder. He's wilding. Columbia Police Department, first down.
Good pass right here. You see Myers settles in there. Fires a dart out here to the right. On the catch, Ford Wilder. That's a good name. We got to come up with something with that.
I like
Ford
that.
Wilder.
Oh, don't worry. The puns will fly. Give me the second half.
They're on their way. They will pick up a first down and move the chains.
No doubt, absolutely. And, you know, he didn't play a lot last week, but Owen Myers had a touchdown pass last week, trying to add to that this week. A give, and now the offensive line is kind of starting to lean a little bit for Wilson Hall. That carry was by 7. Cameron Wilson. 2 Wilsies on this team. One's a 9th grader, one's a 12th grader. Dana Jim Hudson Automotive Group first down, red zone inside the 20-yard line. Shout out to Jim Hudson Automotive Group for being our red zone sponsor this year. Under 8 minutes.
Leaving to somebody named Ford to pick up a Jim Hudson first down.
There you go. Oh, a bobble snap. Picked up. Myers got to throw that thing away right there. And he actually did better than that. He's going to gain about a couple yards on the play right there. That was a good job. Picked it up and been an athlete, but he's down. No problem. Myers is down after he threw that ball. He's down at about a 38-yard line. Take a look.
Does a great job of extending the play here. Rolls out and he kind of falls down in a heap right there, and he finds the aforementioned Ford Wilder on the catch. Wilder's a tall kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, man. Big dude. They don't have the heights on this program. He looks to be about 6'5". And yeah, it looks like he got rolled over as he fell there. He's going to jump out. That's a tough kid. He's bouncing up. The only thing is, I think he has to come out of play, right?
Good to see.
He has to come out of play, right, Joe?
Yes.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. He turned nothing into something on that last play. Had a win knocked out of him, it looks like.
That's what you got to do, Stacy. When things break down, you've got to try to extend the play and give yourself a chance. And give credit to Ford Wilder, too, for coming back and rescuing his quarterback, making himself a target.
Yeah.
And Byers was able to find him. Didn't quite pick up a first, but makes it manageable. You'll see it again right here. You kind of see him as he rolls out there, kind of gets banged down right there. And then Wilder comes back to make a nice catch.
Yeah. Took the body weight, so much body weight on his midsection as he fell, landed on the face first that time. And I think he's got to come out, so they're going to have to do this 3rd and 3 without Owen Myers. And guess who the quarterback is going to be? It's going to be the man that caught that pass, Wilder. Wilder's going to take the snap. A lot of room on that right side over there. McLaurin, first down and more inside the 10-yard line. That's a well-blocked play. Then the Columbia Police Department first down for the Barons.
You see this Wilson Hall offensive line. They're starting to block better as we go deeper into this game. Halfway through the second quarter, you see them blocking and giving good room that time to Ben McLaurin picking up a first down. Great opportunity here inside the 10.
Yeah, Ben McLaurin's been kind of active in this ball game. He's a junior, runs hard, and I tell you what, the offensive line of the Barons are starting to kind of put their fingerprints on this ball game right here.
No question.
Triple option offense will do that. They're built just like Novocaine and say, give it time, it'll work, right? So they're kind of leaning on him a little bit now. He's gonna go to the left side this time, cutting it up inside is 4. He might have cut it back up into traffic, but still driving those legs. He's still up. He might have got in the end zone. He got right at the end zone. That was a great job by Harris Naylor, the junior.
This was second, third, fourth, fifth effort. Looked like Harris Naylor wasn't going to get much that time, but he was not to be denied. He almost hits pay dirt, gets about as close as you can get to that goal line without crossing.
And hey, a couple plays ago, the quarterback Myers had to go out. He's back in now, and they have the full arsenal. McLaurin around that end has been potent for them. McLaurin's had a good run in this drive, as has Owen Myers. And Myers is going to keep it and just lean. Depends on how they spot that. They denied him. Not a Nuka.
Give credit to that Northside Christian interior defensive front that time. Owen Myers just tried to take that ball and kind of burrow in behind his big offensive line right there. Big Adam Baker, the center for them, but
Tyler Robinson
said no.
Tyler Robinson, number 52, said, I don't think so, my guy. It's not that simple. So they may have to do a little something more than lean on him. Although the ball is so close to the goal line, Joe, it's going to be hard to keep him out. They just lean to get a push at all. Timeout's going to be called, and this one is going to be Northside Christian got to call. All 3 of their timeouts are now gone in the first half. This is worth it, though. I mean, you got to come up with something here. 3rd and goal.
Dean Howell not afraid to use those timeouts, is he, Stacey? A lot of times you'll see coaches try to save them for the end of halves, end of first half, into second half. And that's it for their allotted timeouts here in this first half. This is a big 3rd down coming up.
Always been an interesting coach, though. I've seen him for most of his career. And again, remember, he also got to have the onside kick after the first score of the ball game, too. So he's kind of that guy, too. So, no, I don't think he's worried about the timeouts. But he kind of has his own way of doing things. He's had real success. And I was just talking to him on the phone, AC Floor won the championship after he left there. He had some pretty good runs there. But White Knoll, who played for the championship last year, when he was there years ago, they won their very first region title under him. So he's kind of a guy that he's good at getting programs kind of on track, and he's trying to do that here at Northside Christian. I told him, I said, you want to get your program with the tradition that the Barons have there? He said, by the time my program is where I want it to be, I'll be dancing with Jesus, was his phrase.
Very good.
I love that. He said, it'll be okay. I'll be dancing with Jesus by then.
They
might happen quicker
were
than you think.
8-man football when he took over. He
Yeah, right.
won at 11.
Yes. So it might happen quicker than you think. So that is a touchdown. Hands went up right there. So they needed about a foot or so. They got it. Strike up. The Barons fight song, the MUSC touchdown. Take a look.
Well, what Myers couldn't do on second down, he was able to do on third down. Got a better push that time. Did the Barons offensive front. Myers was able to sneak out across into the end zone to the Barons. Right back in it here. 5:43 to go first half.
That was a good job there. So that fight song is heard now from the home squad into kick. Number 28, Jackson Bonzer, and it's straight through. Hands to the sky. And we have a 2-point ball game just like that. 9-7. Northside Christian Academy over Wilson Hall is the Sonic Friday Night Rivals high school football game of the week. We have a good one cooking here. Spencer Field, Sumter, South Carolina.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Week 9-7 just scored. Northside Christian Crusaders holding on after going up 9-0. Wilson Hall, the Barons just answered. Touchdown and extra point makes it 9-7. There's been a lot of great things coming up for you. One of them is the Stewart Law Office halftime report. We'll introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all in the SC Army National Guard.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Retired from it.
Joe Cashin knows. Anybody knows my man right here, G.I. Joe, the outstanding citizen himself.
I appreciate that.
That's my
Showing
man.
you, I think the same of you, my brother.
That's right. So now, kicking off left to right in our Wheeler Opportunity School kickoff is the Barons, and it's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line. That's the backup quarterback, suiting himself. Gets across the 25-yard line, and that's where the Crusaders, they're not caped though, they're not caped. It's another kind of crusader. It's a Christian Crusaders. They're going to take over at the 26-yard line. The momentum has kind of shifted a little bit here, Joe. You can feel it.
Feel it too. I mean, Bonser for Wilson Hall, Jackson Bonser had that big kickoff return after the field goal by Northside Christian.
Yeah.
Got it all the way to the 40. He's got a leg on him too.
Yeah.
Bonser does.
Started the drive and finished it.
And that kickoff was pretty good.
Yeah, started the drive and finished the drive, and that's a stoppage and play. I think they're getting the chains together over there on the far sideline. We'll see if there's an answer to the answer. 9-0 lead by the Crusaders, and the Barons have narrowed it down. They got to find some traction again on the other side of the field there. Nice little fake, rolling out McCallum. Off the back shoulder. And then again, neither team has really got a lot going passing the ball, but Jefferson McCallum, the senior quarterback.
I'll say McCallum back in the ball game now for Northside Christian. Kind of ran a little bootleg right there, unable to make the connection though on the pass.
Yeah, Suits came in for him in relief of him a little bit in the last drive. It was a field goal. 5:26 left in the half. 2nd and 10. That I formation. Traditional line. That's a traditional formation right there. They're gonna play fake, rolling right. Has a little room over there. Right, could have got a little bit more. It was 2nd and 10. I think McCallum might have got about 6 or 7 of that, Joe.
It's a good scramble by McCallum. You don't have it down the field, don't force it. take what the defense gives you. This sets up a manageable third down.
Again, Connor has been there, featured back tonight because we know Burks is banged up. Burks 3 right there on your screen. He's had the Limestone and Erskine offers. Those teams are kind of reaching out to him. See where they go. Oh, we didn't get his, but he went out of bounds earlier than we thought, though. I thought it was short yardage, just 3rd and 6. Yeah, I thought he stayed in bounds a little longer than he did. So this is possibly a passing down. 2 wide receivers in the formation. They gave up to Kiner, and he may have gotten it. The ball came out at the end, it looks like, but it wasn't already down. So they ruled him down. If so, that's a first down.
Jackson Bonser came out of there with that football. He thought that was a fumble.
They're talking about it. They're talking about it. Joe, this could be controversial here. So what did you see and when did you see it conversation?
We got a conference going on out there.
Yeah, look Usher boy with me. And it is the Barons football. Somebody talk somebody into out of something. Take a look, Joe.
Well, you watch it right here. The running play straight in the middle. J.R. Kiner, he gets through there. Looked like he was going to have a first down. He gets through there, and the ball is ripped out of there. Absolutely. Boy, credit Jackson Bonser. He just took the ball away. He said, "This is my pigskin." And you talk about a kid who's coming up big in this quarter, a big kickoff return. Now he comes up with a forced fumble and recovery.
Bonser, the senior, has put his fingerprints all over this ball game as well. So it'll be first down at the 38-yard line. That is a huge play. They try to take the lead here. Going up top. A quick change shot up top to the big, tall receiver, and that's going to be interference. He underthrew it. He was pulled out, intended for Wilder, and the defensive back just grabbed him right before the ball got there, Joe.
You throw it to your tallest and biggest wide receiver if you're Wilson Hall. The sudden change big one. You called it, too. That's what coaches like to do sometimes, catch somebody napping a little bit, and you see the pass play.
And he had a position. He was going to come back for the ball. Watch the last minute. He puts a hand up right there.
Yeah, that's... You
right
gotta make that. I mean, that's a legit call, totally.
Can't go up through the face mask. Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Be first down. That's a Columbia Police Department first down for the Wilson Hall Barons here on Military Appreciation Night, and they are marching, Joe.
Yes, they are.
The troops are marching.
Left, right, left, right.
Absolutely. And then this one may be on them right here, though. Offsides on the Crusaders, so they're gonna get a free 5-yard pass right here. And coaches hate that, man. You got to look at the ball. Defensive coaches hate that. I saw it last night on a college game, Colorado, North Dakota State. You're looking at the ball. Just line up.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Of course, up here. I'm up here in front of a fan. Still a little warm, but I'm up here under the fan. It's humid night here in Sumter, South Carolina.
Warmer than it was last week.
Right. Yeah, last week was
hot
beautiful.
temperatures rolled into town.
Absolutely. So first down and 5. Motion man is McLaurin. He'll get it and goes nowhere. Not a nuka. I'll tell you what, that was a nice play that time. I don't know if he just stumbled into it, but Jake Jeffrey ran into the ball carrier, and he's banged up. He's asking out. He's coming out of the ball game for 7. Take a look at this.
Like Jake Jeffrey, he just flies into the mix right here. Boy, there was just no chance that time.
He tapped his helmet. He ran off the field after that. Hopefully, see if he comes back.
McLaurin just had no chance on that handoff. That's a great defensive play.
He might have taken the worst of that, but it was worth it. Schematically, in the big picture of things, that is a nice tackle. It was first and 5, 4-yard loss on the play. And TFL's tackle for losses look good on every defender's highlight reel. Give it the middle this time and going nowhere fast. That was shut down like you already know.
Hey, like you already know, right?
Yes, it's just give it now. Trevor Hoffman, number 5, said not a nuka and had his buddy in there with him, Hudson Schick, who's one of the captains. I tell you what, those last 2 plays, the surge up front for Crusaders looks like the first drive of the ball game.
If you're Northside Christian now, your back's getting a little bit against the wall. You started off this game with all the momentum, had some great field position a couple of times, didn't cash in on some of that stuff, and now Wilson Hall has kind of took the momentum. Northside Christian trying to come up with a big stop after the turnover.
Well, they're going to ask quarterback who's had a couple good throws, Owen Myers-Smith, to put this one in the air. 3rd and 10. He's going to look right. Pressure from the left side. Jump pass. Middle screen set up beautifully. This might be a touchdown. He's going to go. He's going to score a strike up. The Barons fight zone. MUSC touchdown. That's number 5, Ford Wilder. He trucks his way into the end zone. What a throw, what a catch, what a beautiful play call.
Great concept here, just a middle screen as you call it. And boy, Ford Wilder, I mean, he's got acres of room to run. He's starting right, headed back against the grain to the left. No Crusader defender over there to stop him. 24-yard pitch and catch. And look here, Wilson Hall down 9-0. They've now taken the lead.
13 unanswered. Barnsley about to try the extra point, but a good block by Sean Michael Matthews. It was a wide open play anyway, but he made sure and cleared out what up a little defender was over there, number 14 for the Barons. Bonzo, number 28, leg to leather. Oh man, he's about to kick that back to Columbia. Hands to the sky. 14-9 is your score. Wilson Hall, 14 unanswered after trailing 9-0. A step away. It's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. We have a good one cooking here. It's Mr. Field on the campus at Wilson Hall.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do. I like being in charge of others. My confidence how really build up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
Welcome back inside the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. The youngins are having a good time. No school tomorrow. It's always reason to celebrate. Joe Cash and Stacy Huff up in the booth. Claire Foley down on the sideline doing a great job on a humid night here in Sumter, Spencer Field to be exact. The Barons of Wilson Hall, their home team, have taken a 14-9 lead over the Crusaders of Northside Christian Academy, and our Field Look Great Opportunity School kickoff is in the air. Fielded inside the 5. Oh, nice tackle that time. That was Ben McLaurin. Field Look Great Opportunity School, 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. And tell you what, the future of that play got shut down by Ben McLaurin. 3, he's been all over the field. These kids are playing both ways, some of them in special teams.
It's been kind of amazing to watch the changes of momentum in this first half, Stacey. It looked like the Northside Christian Crusaders, they had all the momentum, which they did through the first quarter of this game, leading at 9-0. But now Wilson Hall, they found their footing in this game. They roared from behind here, taking the lead.
Absolutely did. So they can go in the center here and Kinder up the middle. Kind of how they started the game with Kinder, the up back. He's the fullback in that I formation, although he has the tailback size. Almost could be twin body builds with Sam Burke. Got a player down. That might be Kinder.
It is.
Yeah, that's going to be tough because Burks is already banged up. He's down, writhing in pain.
You can see a concerned Dean Howell right there. His team started off hot, as we said, but now they find themselves down. They won the toss, deferred to the second half, and so we'll see how this last 2:58 plays out. Important for them. Crusaders try to get something on the board. Wilson Hall really feeling it right now.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if it's a cramp or not, but they got that left leg. I believe it's the left leg. My depth perception is not great from up here.
It is a hot, humid night here, Stacey.
Yeah,
so it's important to keep these young men hydrated, keep them watered up.
Now they put a rule in some years ago where they have a referee mandated timeouts for hydration. I hadn't seen that a lot the last couple of years, but for a while they were doing that. Referee had the authority to stop play for hydration breaks.
Don't think this is cramp, though.
No, it's a little more serious than that. He's hobbling off.
I hope that's not terribly serious.
Yeah, I just hope definitely. So he's not putting any weight on.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be the right leg. That would be a huge blow for Crusaders. They have the ball 2nd and 7. About the 22-yard line. So back into the backfielders. Oh, nothing happened. McCallum had no chance. I was about to say they brought in Trevor Hoffman in the backfield, but quarterback is getting beat down. That's number 76. Give him some love there.
Carson Wilsey. You see him right here. He just comes through free through the middle. Gets the quarterback sack. Wilsey having a big game up front there for Wilson Hall.
Thickly big fellow. One of the 2 Wilseys on the team.
That's a great number for a linebacker. 76.
Absolutely. That's old school. Another run and just nothing happening up the middle. That middle is not yielding. Might have been Wilsey again involved in that.
Now you're going to see, Stacy, you're going to see Wilson all take a time out here and try to save some time. They should get the ball back in good field position and plenty of time, maybe to tack on another.
Yeah, and, with the first down stopping the clock, they don't have to necessarily pass all the way down the field, depending on how effective those running plays are. But 2:02 left in the half. Tell you what, the Crusaders really needed a first down to maybe kill some time and get in the locker room, get some folks healthy. Figure out the lineup because they're on skates right now. They're reeling.
They really are. Like we mentioned, they came out with all the momentum. Northside Christian did all the momentum.
Take a look at what's going on Watch Fox tomorrow. This is going to be a good one. Penn State number 8 versus West Virginia. That game is those fans of West Virginia get routed. I talked to a couple fans of West Virginia today. They think they have a chance to pull off the upset. At 3:30, UTEP, Nebraska. A lot of people think are going to be much better than last year. And at 7 o'clock, Braves fans, you're at the Phillies. It's going to be a good one. That's a little bit of a rivalry between the Braves and the Phillies anyway, 7 p.m. So you got back-to-back football and a baseball game to cap it off on Watch Fox 57. Don't miss it. So punt team in and Suits. Suits has run back kicks. He's quarterbacks. And now he's punting. Suits is a very good show on Netflix. It's going to bounce into 49 and decent return to the 44-yard line. And you're right, Joe. You said earlier that they have a lot of time. That's a lot of time for your 44-yard line. Return was by 6. Milling Galloway, the junior.
This is the 3rd consecutive possession, Stacy, that the Barons have taken over in plus territory. First 2 times they scored touchdowns. Now they're at the plus 43 to start this with 1:52 to go, and there's a yellow hanky.
Flag on the field there. Yeah, Milling Galloway had their return, but Milling Galloway is not just standing around.
Is he milling about?
He's twiddling his thumbs. He's a man of action. Illegal procedure. Wow. Another thing going wrong for Northside Christian. So they're going to give them a few more. I think they declined it.
They did.
They did. Right. So they keep the ball right to the 44-yard line. We'll see what Owen Myers and that offensive staff of Wilson Hall has up their sleeve with 1:52 on the clock. That's a good camera angle right there. Oh, gashing him up the middle. Nice blocking, and Thomas Creech with a nice run, the senior.
We mentioned it, Stacy. We've talked about this Wilson Hall offensive front. Really kind of got a slow start to begin this game, but they have found their way. They're starting to do some road grading up there.
And they don't have to be in a super hurry right there because, by the way, that's a Columbia Police Department first. No, they didn't quite get a first down, so I checked that. They didn't quite get it, so that'll be this play right here with no penalty. That's the first down. Nice. And there's the flag. I jinxed it. It's going to be holding. So that was a nice run that time by Harris Naylor, but it's going to be nullified.
I'd say they're going to be holding or a bad block. I was watching out on that corner, and I think that was an illegal block in the back or a hold. Certainly a penalty against Wilson Hall. It is a hold, as you called it.
Yeah, those wide plays again. Sometimes you get a little tired, you grab a little jersey, clutch a little bit. Somebody got caught. So now at 112, they're way behind the sticks, Joe. We'll see if they put one in the air.
112 and 2 timeouts still in the pocket.
Yeah, and they can kind of be a little loose with it because Northside Christian has no timeouts. So even if they were to have to give up the ball here, Northside Christian has a long way to go with the quarterback who hasn't thrown it well or thrown it much. They're going to go in the air. Myers get flushed out of the pocket. He's just athletic. Threw it up for grabs that time a little bit. Threw it in traffic and falls out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10, I guess.
Stacy, initially on this play, he was looking for Benson Elmore on the right side, and right from the jump he had him, but there's good pressure that time by Northside Christian to force Myers out of the pocket. Had to scramble with it, did he? Just had to throw it away.
Just a little bit till Claire's ready, coach.
51.5 left in the half. I believe it's 3rd down. It is 3rd down and about 12. Has a man in the slot right there, just a little high. Intended for Milling Galloway. We talked about him earlier. Just a little too high. And they're going to bring on the punt team.
That's an important stand that time, Stacy, for Northside Christian. As Wilson Hall took over at the plus 45, -1 on that drive. And I would imagine they're going to field this punt, try to make sure ball security. They don't fumble this thing and take it to the house with no timeouts and a way to stop it. So they'll only go down in worst case scenario 5 points.
Well said. Yeah, everybody's in a safe formation right now. They're not going to rush it. And Crusaders are probably going to try to catch this and get to the locker room. With Suits on the catch. 39.8 now. And like I said, I guess both teams are now looking like they're looking at the locker room door. We'll see.
I wonder if Suits' career goal is to be a tailor, Stacey.
That would be great, right? You know what I'm saying? A fashionista like Joe Cashin. Joe Fashion Cashin. You guys can team up. Joe Fashion Cashin. I love it.
I've been called that before. I don't know why, but
there you go.
Back
You know
in
what?
the day.
Dapper Joe. I love it. They're not in victory formation. They're in a regular formation. We'll see if they can get a gash run here with Burks, and they go up the middle with the guy who's come in at the fullback, Trevor Hoffman, who's played himself a pretty solid game on defense thus far.
I don't think Coach Jarecki is in any sort of inclination to stop the clock. He'll take this 5-point lead to the locker room and feel pretty good about it with the way the game started.
Right, exactly. If you told him 3 minutes into the ball game that he'd be up 5 points, he'd be like, that's good. Let's start the 3rd quarter then. Yeah, both teams are just kind of, now they're milling about a little bit, kind of loitering. But yeah, so we talk a little bit about the momentum. How it swung 9-0 early, Northside Christian. And then, of course, Wilson Hall came on and just really grabbed the game by the throat after that. So,
you get tossed down.
We're going to go down to Claire Foley now in our Coach's Corner, brought to you by Lexington Medical. Claire, take it away.
Coach, started out this game down 9-0, then you go on a 14-0 run. What clicked after the first quarter?
Well, I think we kind of woke up. I mean, those first couple of drives, it looked pretty bad. We put the ball on the ground twice, and we couldn't get anything going. And then, I think we kind of realized what we were looking at right now and kind of got back in it. So I'm proud of the way we did that. A little disappointed that we started so slow, but we got a big halftime here, and we got to make sure that we come out right for the second half.
Second half, what's the message to keep that foot on the gas?
We've got back in it now. Let's try to push it forward now. Let's keep going with it. Let's don't just sit back on our laurels and go.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank y'all.
Back to you, Stacy.
Thank you, Claire. That was our Lexington Medical Coach's Corner. It's the only local independent hospital in the Midlands. Lexington Medical is here to care for you whenever you need to. They want you to be well. We'll step away with halftime coming up. 14-9 just score. The Barons, the home team, in the lead over at Northside Christian Academy. Come back.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
I was in the company truck, and they hit me from the back. Hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here. But the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome back to Spencer Field on the campus of Wilson Hall. We stand at 14-9. Our halftime score, Wilson Hall storming back with a 14-0 run to take the lead over Northside Christian Academy. And now let's go down and check out our educator spotlight on the field with Claire Foley. Claire.
Thanks, guys. Here with Pastor Scott Creed. He's the headmaster over at Northside Christian Academy. Now, Pastor, it's third game of the year for you guys, but school hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, we start September 3rd. We start Tuesday. We started the day after Labor Day, and we've been doing it ever since we started school 13 years ago.
And what's so exciting about what you guys have going on at Northside Christian?
Well, if you're looking for something distinctively Christian and an excellent education, plus all the fun stuff like Fine Arts Academy, band, and choir and chorus, and obviously football and all the sports, you know, check us out, northsidechristianacademy.org. Yeah.
What do you like out of here tonight?
What I love about tonight is I love the heart of both teams, and that's so rare today. And also the sportsmanship for both teams, and in the crowd, it's just an amazing night tonight. It's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you so
Appreciate
much. Thank
it.
you.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you, head of school for Northside Christian Academy, Scott Creed. And now for our scholar athlete, brought to you by the South Carolina Army National Guard for Northside Christian, it is Sam Burks. Sam is a former Skeezer 2A Player of the Year and is a two-time All-Region football player for the Crusaders, as well as being named All-Region in basketball. At school, he has a 4.4 GPA and is an honor student who enjoys science and math. In the community, he has served on several mission trips both across the U.S. and internationally. Sam hasn't decided on his future plans just yet, but has received offers from Limestone and Erskine. We wish him the very best wherever he goes. Congratulations, Sam. You're our Scholar Athlete of the Week presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. Stay with us. Halftime rolls on after this.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
And go for Stacy. Just do a recap back.
Welcome into halftime. Stewart Law Office's halftime report. Our score 14-9. Wilson Hall, your home team over Northside Christian Academy. 14-9. We have a good one going right here at Spencer Field on the campus of Wilson Hall. Now time for our scholar athlete that we acknowledge at halftime each and every game from each school, brought to you by the South Carolina Army National Guard. For Wilson Hall, it is Josie Jackson. Josie is a three-time regional qualifier and captain of the equestrian team for the Barons. At school, she has a 5.379 GPA and is an AP scholar with distinction and an AP capstone scholar, as well as serving as president of the National Honor Society. In the community, Josie is an active volunteer helping out with trash pickup, reading at schools, and with the Sumter Advocacy Center. She hasn't decided on a school just yet, but she's interested in a career as an intelligence analyst. We wish her the very best. Congratulations, Josie. You are our Scholar Athlete of the Week this week, brought to you by the South Carolina Army National Guard. Good luck to you in your future endeavors. We'll be back with more halftime right after this on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams.
Let me give some love to my girl Tessa Johnson, shooting those threes like they were water.
To moments of sorrow.
Everything that I own, only thing I got left was the shoes and the jacket that I had on.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
14-9 is your score right there. Welcome back to halftime. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here in the booth with you, and Claire Foley down on the field. And how did we get to 14-9? Well, I'm very glad you asked. We have a whole moving picture show to tell you how it happened. Joe Cashin, take it away, sir.
Well, Northside Christian, Stacey, got off to the quick 9-0 lead in the first quarter. You see the second play from scrimmage that they run. Jake Jeffrey catches a 41-yard touchdown pass from Jeff McCallum here with 9:35 to go in the opening quarter. PAT was no good. A little bit later on, John Lashevsky, 29-yard field goal. That gave them a 9-0 lead. But here comes Wilson Hall right back. They get the big pass completion right here to Ford Wilder. That sets them up for a third down and goal play. And it's a quarterback sneak. Owen Myers right up the middle for the touchdown. And then here comes Wilson Hall once again. Little middle screen this time. Wilder once again on the catch. He picks up a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house for the 24-yard touchdown. Point after touchdown by Monster. Both of them they hit in the first half. 14-9. Wilson Hall is where we are. You see the stats right there, Stacey.
Stats right there. Look, Joe. Talk about it.
Northside Christian leading 58 yards on the ground, 37. Wilson Hall 71-45. Christians lead there. Total yardage, they lead 129-82. Each team has turned it over once. Penalty free, more or less. Not too bad. 4 penalties each team. 2 for 20, 2 for 15 for Wilson Hall.
Pretty clean half that time. Thanks everyone for those stats and all that. And we are counting down all year in our 10th annual season here. Our plays for forever in Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Now for our number 9 play. Still some familiar teams involved here. Take it away. Take a look.
It's going to be a 25-yard field goal. And blocked by Doug Fort. Can they advance this? It's picked up. Here's a wall. If he can advance this, he's going to score. He's going to score. Scoop and score. Block.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Parker makes the catch at the 2. The senior with some room. Weston Parker for CPA down the right sideline. One man to beat. Touchdown Lions. All right, BA will get a chance to answer now. Here they go. This is Neo Clifton with some room. Spinning out to the 40. Past midfield on his feet. Neo Clifton trying to answer with a kick 6 of his own.
Appreciate the hospitality once again, and Baylor Necessary in the Wildcat format, and he breaks through it. Baylor Necessary has some running room. Baylor Necessary is going to go 99 yards for the touchdown. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Little jet sweep action to the outside. Oh, big hit. We got a fumble in the end zone?
Oh, boy, we've seen it all.
Goodness gracious. The jet sweep to Brody Tonin and a monster hit.
Mitchell scrambling, looking for Marvinus Butler Brown. Made the catch inside the 20. A dime down to the 12. My goodness, Josh Stramborski.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
As a former storm chaser, I've experienced everything from nuisance weather like light rain to dangerous extremes like tornadoes. I know firsthand how quickly things can change, which is why it's important to get the most up-to-date information. Skywatch Weather gives you the most accurate forecasts you need both on air and on all your devices with the Skywatch Weather app. Stay safe, alert, and informed with Skywatch Weather.
Northside Christian trails Wilson Hall 14-9. It is Military Appreciation Day here at Spencer Field on the campus of Wilson Hall. Big crowd out here. Their second game of the season, coming off a victory, and they have come back from trailing 9-0. And let's go some of my keys to the game real quick.
You saw as we got started, Stacy controlled the line of scrimmage for Northside, force long yardage, and then finish long drives if you're Wilson Hall, get them off the field on third down, and I think we have Dean Howell downstairs.
Dean Howell's downstairs in our Lexington Medical Coaches Corner. Claire, take it away.
Coach, started out really strong on the offensive front, really aggressive out of the gate. What did you like about what you saw at the beginning of this one?
I guess what we practiced worked a little bit, but we got to do a better job up front. Got some injuries that we're trying to deal with, so we'll fight through it. Whoever wants to play will play, and we'll keep trying.
What was the message in halftime to tap back into that momentum?
Well, if we don't turn the ball over, we're still winning the game. And even though we didn't play well in the second quarter, and we're still trying to scramble and find out who can play and who can't, but if we don't turn the ball over, we're still winning the game. So we got a chance to win, so that's a positive.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Coach Howell. This is our Lexington Medical Center Coach's Corner segment. Lexington Medical wants you to know there's the only local independent hospital in the Midlands. They're here to care for you whenever you need them. Be well. Lexington Medical. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Claire Foley doing a great job on the sidelines and headed for our third quarter. We talked about some of those keys. I guess we can maybe revisit those again at some point. We got a great opportunity to school kickoff is coming up next.
We're staying here. We're staying here.
You know, Stacy, really a tale of two halves in one. You saw Northside Christian really own things early as they took a 9-0 lead, ran a surprise onside, recovered it, but couldn't get anything out of that drive. And then after the field goal, all of a sudden, Wilson Hall kind of turned things around midway through that second quarter, got a couple of touchdowns, and were able to seize the momentum and the lead. And they have the advantage as we get set to start the third.
Look at that beautiful camera shot right there. We're going to give you the name of some of these outstanding camera folks here before the game's over. And that's Bonzer. Kick that time and filled it inside the 10. A great opportunity to school kickoff, run out to the right at the 20-yard line. Suits was hit hard. Right number 72 with a big lick that time. Banks Smith. He made a deposit that time. See, I'm getting better. Second game, I'm getting better.
I'll tell you, Bonser, he call him Bomb Sir because he really bombed that football off his. I tell you what, he's a good kicker. Yeah, I tell you, he'll go somewhere. He's got a chance.
Yeah, he's definitely got a big leg. So it'll be 1st and 10 for McCallum, and that Crusaders offense got off to a really great start and then kind of got shut down after that. I'm gonna try the right side this time, and it's that man playing both ways tonight, like a lot of these kids are. 5 in white.
Trevor Hoffman that time, he just took the handoff, went right. You see him going to the right side here. He gets a good block in front of attack. Good block by number 74 out there, Jamison Bartlett, to kind of spring that. He's able to pick up 22 yards and a quick first down for the Crusaders.
Anyway, Trevor Hoffman has really showed up. And right now with Kinder banged up too, he's going to carry a lot of the load at backfield. That's a first down in that play. We give you the first down shout out. And that's Kinder. He's back. I said Kinder was banged up. He got him together Burks came in the game. Howell kind of left the field, but that last first down was brought to you by Cameron. Cameron Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Joe, talk about it.
Good to see J.R. Kiner back. He went out late in that first half, Stacy, with a lower leg, right leg injury, and that looked kind of bad, the injury did, but he came back, ran with a full head of steam right there, picked up about 6.
Good job on the offensive line for the Crusaders on that left side. That's how they looked the first drive of the ball game. With adjustments made by Wilson Hall in the second quarter. Let's see which team has the adjustments go the best. They're going to roll the quarterback out right. Well covered. Bring up third down and probably another passing down, Joe.
Jeff McCallum rolled out to the right, really had nothing that time, tried to go underneath. I think he wanted the deep ball down the far side, a vertical. Wasn't there, tried to check it down, threw it incomplete. And now Wilson Hall a chance to get a stop.
Third and about, call it about 4, I guess. Hard to tell because the lineman just accidentally tripped over the ball, so we got to get it respotted. So we'll see what they dial up now. Only man in the backfield now is Hoffman. 3 wides. Give it again to Hoffman. He's been the workhorse this drive. He's going to be the man. The flag down. Boy, he got hit hard at the end of that run. But that's going to be a flag down behind the play. That's usually not good for the offense, Joe.
That's coming back.
Yep. Michael Jackson moonwalk. Someone got a little handsy.
Little too much jersey that time. A little too much holding going on by Northside Christian. That's going to back him up 10 and make it his third down and long.
Giving somebody the business.
Gave him the business.
Right there on the right side right there. Thought we could catch it. Yep, right, might be right there.
Another one right there. Boy, Bonser's like, where's the flag?
Bonser's like a basketball player flopping. In mid-play, he's calling for the penalty. It works. So, 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9 or so. Actually, because it was a spot foul, it's going to be 3rd and about 13.
It's the 3rd penalty tonight for Northside Christian.
McCallum, they've been rolling them right. Let's see if they roll. Let's see if they take him and move that pocket to the right this time again. Our formation. He's flushed out left, and he just throws it away. Good pressure up the middle from the Barons defense. Great job up front. 4th down.
If you want to talk
Military Appreciation Night, and it looked like Wilson Hall brought a battalion of defenders that time. They had a bunch of people in the backfield, put a lot of pressure on Jeff McCallum, and all he could do was just unload it.
Are they keeping offense on the field? Fourth down. Oh, they're going to punt. Suits is going to drop back and punt. Okay. He was even with Kiner at first. He dropped back. He had a couple good punts earlier. He's going to throw it. Wide open. He has a man. Oh, probably should have stayed in the middle, but what a play call. Dean Howell coaches without fear. You see that. Jake Jeffrey, the leading receiver, with a pass from the backup quarterback, Suits. What a play call,
What
Joe.
a big play here, special teams-wise. Suits back there, never any intention to punt the ball. He's got Jake Jeffrey, who caught the 41-yard touchdown, which got us off and running in this game. And he catches a big one on 4th and 13 to move the sticks into plus territory.
Caught him snoozing. Ball's at the 39-yard line of Wilson Hall. That is a Cameron Heating and Cooling first down. Cameron Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Little momentum now for the Crusaders. Under center is McCallum. He's going to look right. Flushed out of the pocket again. Good pressure up the middle. Play never had a chance. Good surge up front by the Wilson Hall Barons.
That's that linebacker Carson Wilsey once again. They tried to block him with a couple of blockers, did Northside Christian, but Wilsey was having none of it. He was able to get good pressure that time on McCallum, who all he could do is just get rid of it.
You get pressure up the middle, it's always a benefit for a defense because especially young quarterbacks, you got to make a split-second choice and really cut the field in half. Going back to the I formation, Suits in at quarterback again. He's played some early in the game. He's going to roll right, and guess what? McLaurin, check it out. Ben McLaurin came up the backside and chased it down like a lion on a zebra on the Serengeti. He stalked him and hunted him down.
He just came from behind, Stacy. Great description of this play right here. You see Ben McLaurin, he's just coming with a full head of steam.
That's National Wildlife stuff.
There you go.
That's the lion.
Big-time sack.
I love it. That's a good play. Those TFLs. Both teams have had a lot of them in this ball game.
-9 there on the takedown behind the line of scrimmage.
Suits has Hoffman to his left. Conner is out in the slot on the left side now. They throw it to him here. Oh, nowhere to go. That man again. Carson Wilsey. Wilsey? Yes, he will.
Wilsey, I'll tell you. I mean, he's just not to be denied. I mean, if we give a defensive player of the game, if I had to give it right now to somebody, big number 76 right there. You see him in the blue with the Barons. He is just unblockable at the moment. Back-to-back sacks for this Barons defense.
To put it mildly, he's a disruptive force in this ball game. He's been getting stronger and stronger. Seems like as the game is going on, they felt his presence. Now 4th down, and I bet you can't fake it again right here. They should be on alert. This time, Suits kicks us a low when it's going to bounce. Nice candy hop, and they're going to do it, fake the reverse. Probably should have gave it. And tackled at the 31-yard line. Let's get that number. That is 4 for Wilson Hall, Harris Naylor. We're going to step away. 3rd quarter action. It's hot and heavy here in Sumter, South Cat. 14-9, Wilson Hall over Northside Christian Crusaders. The FNR Game of the Week.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back inside the party known as the Sonic FNR Game of the Week. We're in Sumter, Wilson Hall 14, Northside Christian 9. And coming up later on in the 4th quarter, we'll have our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game announcement. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Atkins Law Firm. Shout out to them for being a great sponsor for a while now. Great work. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Barons with momentum and the pigskin. Look, half in motion that time. Look, counter step really with Milling Galloway. Tries that left side. They got a good game, Joe.
Adam Baker, Parker McLeod, Peyton Gilly, Andrew Howell, Carson Wilsey. That line just got a big push that time. That's the primary reason they picked up 7 yards on 1st down.
And remember, Wilsey just made a big play on defense. So these kids are going both ways. Got about 7 on that, looks like. So that's a good chunk. We hadn't seen, see the clock right there, scoreboard right there, Spencer Field. We hadn't seen Owen Myers run it a lot, but as the game wears on, I think you may see a little more of him running the rock. Milling again, nowhere. Might have lost one that time. Good surge by the Crusaders D-line.
Crusaders really need to come up with a stop here, Stacy. They trail by 5 points. It's still a long way to go in this game. They had a promising drive after that 4th down conversion, but got thrown back on consecutive sacks. Their defense has to come through right now.
Absolutely. Talked about it earlier. Both teams have 1 turnover in the ball game. You get a feeling, things like a turnover in a 1-possession game could make it or break it, but it's been a pretty clean game. Both teams looking for that big play.
Mr. Craig.
Milling in motion again, Milling Galloway in motion. And just nothing happening that time.
With Hudson Schick and Trevor Hoffman in there, they were having none of that running play. Could have been disaster right there at the match point for Wilson Hall. But well, credit the Northside defense right there, Stacy. Big time stop to get the Barons off the field.
For the first couple of minutes of the ball game, we didn't necessarily think we'd have a defensive struggle, but this is what it's coming down to. Getting midway through the third quarter. Bonzo has that big leg, though. See if he can kind of flip the field with a big kick right here. Oh, that's high. Fair catch call for it. It's going to bounce. That's a problem. Might should have come up and caught that one. I'm going to catch inside the 20-yard line. So that's where, will it be McCallum or Suits? They played two quarterbacks for the Crusaders.
That's a big time punt by Bonser.
He's got a great leg. So they trotting out there, get up on the center.
45-yard punt, no return.
That's big time. It is McCallum back in at quarterback for the Crusaders. Jeff McCallum started the ball game. He's alternating with DJ Suits. They're trying to find some momentum. They're trying to find some traction on offense. Not having Burks healthy has had to affect them. But the D-line of the Barons has been strong. That was a miscommunication. He threw it down the sideline. There was no receiver in the area.
McCallum was expecting a wideout to just run a vertical over there on the right side, but there was no receiver even off the line of scrimmage over there. Someone zigged when they should have zagged.
Absolutely. Total miscommunication. And they're going to take Kinder and flank him out to the slot again. They keep putting him out there. He's next to 7. Jefferson, who's their leading receiver. I keep waiting on just a little flare out there. Screen set up this time to Hoffman. He has some room on the left side. Good blocking without holding, and a big hit. Oh, big hit delivered that time by Harrison Naylor, the junior, but a big run as well. Give him a first down. A Cameron hitting a cooling first down.
And give credit to McCallum right here. He's back there, gets pressure, lets the play develop, lets the pattern develop. Hoffman's able to get out there, make himself a target. McCallum finds him, and that, as you say, is a first down.
Wildcat snap, and there's going to be somebody moved. There was going to Wildcat direct snap to Kinder. There's going to be a legal procedure. Crusaders just can't get out of their own way right now. But it's a one play, not just a one, but it's a one play game, Joe.
Well, you just said something, Stacy, that is so right about this thing about Northside Christian. They just can't seem to get out of their own way. As soon as they do something positive, they come up with a negative. First and 10 and momentum into a loss of 5, -5 on the penalty. First and 15 now.
Back in that familiar I formation. Look right, go right. One-on-one coverage over there, and it might have been caught. That's caught by the Crusaders. It went from an interception to a big reception. John Lushevsky caught the carom, and it should have been picked. It was in the arms. He had it.
Boy, Thomas Creech, would you see him? He's lining this up all the way, and he can't quite look it in, and whoop, 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 there goes the ball.
Oh, it might have hit the ground, though. That might have hit the ground.
That did hit the ground.
It's the replay in high school football. That would have been an incomplete pass.
Yeah, there's no buzz down from upstairs in high school football. But that hit the ground, but that's a break for Northside Christian.
Cameron heating and cooling, first down. He's going to keep it. This is Suits. Look with a good-looking run around the left side. Going to be a first down. Another Cameron heating and cooling first down. They got about 13 on that play.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Suits just sweeps it out to the left, gets him, like you mentioned, good block right there on the outside. And boy, the Crusaders have turned a break into a promising drive right here, Stacy. They look to retake the lead as we start to get late in the third.
Oh, it's right at the 30 or the 26-yard line. Hoffman beside Suits. They're going to give it to him. Hoffman with a lot of room on that right side. Blue jerseys got off the blocks eventually and closed it up, but it was well blocked at the point of attack. That's a good gain on first down. Hoffman's got to be tired. He's going to sleep well tonight.
Yes, he will. No question.
A lot of these guys going both ways, though, for both these teams. Very humid out here. Surprised we hadn't seen cramps, and I don't want to jinx it.
That speaks to well-conditioned football teams.
Absolutely.
Well hydrated. Good job by the training and strength staffs.
Well said. 2:48 in the third. They're going to try to middle with Hoffman, and a good job up front by Wilson Hall. Sorry, might be banged up a little bit. Yes, we got a player banged up, and that's 54 for Wilson Hall. That's Walker Wilson. He's in a little pain. He got up and he's grabbing his left leg at first. I hope I didn't jinx the cramps. Yeah, he's stretching his leg out right there. 54. He's stretching his leg out there. He's trying to fight off that. That cramp might be coming. Headed to the 2-minute mark. Oh, bad snap. The ball's up for grabs right here. Zoot scooped it up, but closed in on, and it was that man again, Owen Myers. The linebacker slot chasing him down. That was a huge loss on the play.
Well, if you're Dean Howell, you've just got to be pulling your hair out over there on that Northside Christian sideline. They have a big break. As soon as they move the ball, they've done this time and time again tonight. They come up with a huge negative play right there. Just a bad snap, and that takes them, certainly out of any sort of field goal range they might have thought about perhaps. Well, it makes this 4th down and a long way to go here for Northside Christian.
That was lost close to 20 on that play. You're right, that changes
everything.
The entire amount of options you have at your disposal. Again, they have not completed a downfield pass really all night. And short passes with some good runs. They're going to try it right here in the coverage.
Almost did it.
Coach Howell was on the field talking to his team. Naylor and Hill both defending on that play. It was well covered. And that was the 4th down play. So, and not only that, now good field position for the Bears. Take a look right here.
Almost hit this too, Stacy. Kind of throws it up into coverage. When you see the separate, hits him right off the face mask. J.R. Kiner.
He lost it. He couldn't find the ball. He couldn't find it.
I know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But he was there, and the ball, he just like you say, he just couldn't see it. And again, Wilson Hall dodges. Dodges one right there.
Both teams have had a couple of breaks here or there, but Wilson Hall has been the team that's capitalized the most on their own good plays. McLaurin, well blocked on the right side. McLaurin bouncing into the secondary across midfield. That's, again, a well-blocked, wide run and physical running.
You see McLaurin take the handoff right here, gets good blocking on the perimeter. He just puts a foot in the ground. You'll see him take the handoff again, sweeps it out to the right, gets some pretty good seal-off blocks right there. Makes a good cut back right there, makes a man miss with a good move. Sticks a foot in the ground, picks up a first.
Ball's right across midfield at the 49-yard line. Then there's a camera there heating and cooling. First down for the Barons. Camera keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. That's a long time, Joe. That's even longer than Stacey Hubbard's been alive.
We need some camera heat cooling up here. This press box, Stacey. How fast can they get here?
Call for a little visit up in this press box.
After hours, usually after hours on call.
About a 4-yard gain on first down, and you see the clock. That may be the last play. Yeah, they call the team to the sideline. It'll be our last play of our third quarter. They're going to put 4 fingers in the air. One possession lead, one score lead for Wilson Hall. Scoreless third quarter. We'll step away and come back for the exciting, thrilling conclusion of Northside Christian Crusaders pay a visit to Wilson Hall Bears. The first time these teams have ever played. F&R Game of the Week. Stay with us.
I had a car accident. I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance, and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart, and I contacted him and was down to earth right with me. And I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Scan the QR code on your screen with your mobile device and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local first update. Sponsored by the Stanley Law Group, your injury law professionals.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Welcome back in right before the start of the fourth quarter. 14-9 is your score. And it's time to check in with our Joy Law Firm Smile Cam. Check out the sights and sounds of the game. Joy Law Firm Smile Cam. Joy Law Firm, just call Joy. Look at the smiles. Look at the folks having a good time. Nice weather. We'll want this weather in December, right? What we call it this. And the face. See the fans going, Joe?
I do see the fans.
See the smile right there. Northside Christian smiling, thinking they're going to pull a comeback. Barons, Wilson Hall fans are smiling, thinking they're going to hold on to the 14-9 lead. And the youngsters just smiling because it's Friday night and they're young.
Great smiles from the young people.
Smiles. There's somebody named Sarah in there. What? So there's a Hall of Notes. You see, for your time, Joe, the youngster. Ball's at the 46-yard line. On the inside give this time, or actually a little cross buck action, and hit immediately. Good tackle that time for Crusaders, number 12. John Rogers, Jr.
Have a play you often see out of the wing tee offense, that cross buck stuff that you just described.
Yep.
Lost a yard, though.
Yeah. There's a couple. He lost 2 on that play. It was 2nd and 7, I think, 3rd and 9 now. And they're not in a hurry. They're very deliberate. They're going to massage the clock, as they say. Should be a passing down, though. 4 wides, 3 to the side. And that's where it's coming to the side. Got blocking over there. That's a great play call. Good throw, good catch, and good burst of speed. Catch and run by Harris Naylor, the junior. That's a well-executed play call. Cameron are hitting and cooling first down.
And it was Sean Michael Matthews with the block on the outside. They throw the pass out here. Making the catch, Harris Naylor picking up the first down, but it was Michaels out there. Sean Michael Matthews who picked up the great block, which really sprung that.
They ran the outside corner out. They ran him off the play, ran him deep and threw behind him. And the slot guy wasn't wide enough to contain it either, so that was just, well, they caught him. Great job by the offensive staff over there.
Big 3rd down conversion there for the Barons.
And every play is getting huge now in this 4th quarter. Crossbuck action again. This time it's Naylor again. I think that tackles by Kynard. Kynard playing both ways as well, like a lot of these kids are.
You almost get the feeling, Stacy, next score wins. If Wilson Hall scores and tacks on and gets this thing up to a 12-point lead, they've really got the upper hand. And Northside Christian, conversely, they score, they welcome with this thing.
And the only way out of that, the only exception out of that is if the Crusaders can hold them to a field goal. It's still a touchdown and two-point conversion. But real estate has been hard to come by for the Crusaders as the game is going on. Little pass out to McLaughlin. Oh, had a little track on the inside there, well blocked. And the turf monster got him.
The 30-yard line jumped up and tripped him up, unfortunately.
Sometimes those yard lines can lead the league in tackling, but just it gave weight. The turf gave weight.
Lauren had the right instinct, though, to cut it back against the grain because he had nothing outside. But he just couldn't quite get the feet moving and stay up top.
Yeah, got in the alley. Looks like he had a little alley there, probably at least for a first down, but that's fortuitous for Northside Christian. Fortuitous, you like that?
Fortuitous, very nice.
I'm warming up, Joe. Warming up. He's gonna look left. Owens has a man caught and shook a tackle off. He might go. Touchdown, throw, catch, strike up. The Barons fights on. What a play, Sean Michael Matthews. Take a bow, young man. Great throw, great catch, and I tell you what, outstanding yards after the catch. Look at this.
A lot of missed tackles here for Northside Christian. Watch Sean Michael Matthews. There's one missed tackle. He stays inbound. Here comes another missed tackle. Again, is able to stay inbounds and not step on the boundary. 29-yard touchdown, and that gives Wilson Hall, Stacy, a commanding lead in this one with just under 10 minutes to play.
It's an MUSC touchdown. They shout out to MUSC for being a touchdown sponsor this season. MUSC is proud to call the Midlands home. And that strong leg split down the middle, hands to the sky. Extra point is good, and you're right, a commanding lead for the Wilson Hall Barons on Military Appreciation Night. They have taken control of this turf out here. Just step away and come back with the rest of this fourth quarter. It's a good one cooking in something.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
And we're back.
Back here at a humid Sumter, South Carolina, the campus of Wilson Hall. Spencer Field, to be specific. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin up top. Claire Foley doing a great job on the sidelines. Wilson Hall, your home team, taking a commanding lead in the ball game now, 21-9. They've scored 21 unanswered after trailing 9-0 over the Northside Christian Crusaders out of Lexington, South Carolina. First ever matchup between the two teams.
Scoring play, 29-yard pass play. Sean Michael Matthews on the reception from Owen Myers. 7 plays, 64 yards on the drive for Wilson Hall. PAT by Bonser. That's where we are. Barons with a commanding 12-point advantage.
Yeah, Will look great opportunity to school kickoff. They brought to you by Northeast Trophies and of course awards. Ball goes out of bounds. Will look great opportunity to school kickoff. For 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. And it's getting late early, as Yuki Barron once said. It's got to be if you're.
I tell you, Bonser is such a weapon out here. I mean, he just booted that ball 6 yards deep into the end zone. Comes out to the 20.
Just under 10 to play. Not, there's enough time, but the Crusaders have to find some answers. They have no answers. They have not had answers since the first half,
Every
quarter.
time they hit a big one, they go right in reverse.
A penalty. Has a man. Big hit that time. Oh, that was a huge hit. Guess who that was? Bonser, who's done a little bit of everything tonight. That catch was by Logan Gavea, but Bonds just shut it down. He said, that's enough. I've seen enough of this.
I'll tell you, if Wilson Hall goes on to win this game, Stacy, there are a lot of candidates for player of the game, I think, for the Barons. They've had a lot of big-time individual performances out there tonight. Bonser being one of them.
Absolutely. So now we have a new touchdown maker, Sean Michael Matthews. Yeah, when you got 3 names, you got to be a bad man anyway. I mean,
you got to love the 3 names.
You got enough to have 3 names.
You got to love the 3 names. Guys, they're pretty good.
Suits going, looking left in traffic. There was 3 blue jerseys over there. He was attending for John Lushevsky, but he had no chance.
Well, the Barons had that one well diagnosed and defended across the way through that kind of into traffic. Barons doing a nice job of breaking up that pass. They get them off the field here, Stacy. Northside Christian's going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, they're going to milk that clock if they get the ball back. It's pertinent. Northside Christian can get anything on the board right here. They will keep a little pressure on Wilson Hall, but giving the ball up here and this, behind the sticks right here already. So this is a big play, 3rd down. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Engulfed by 55. The double fives got him. That was Parker and McLeod. What a play.
He just came unblocked, Stacy. You just watch Parker McLeod right up the middle. No one, he just a missed assignment up front. Had to be McLeod getting in there quickly, getting the sack. And the Crusader fans might be apoplectic over that one.
I love it. Okay, then. Okay, we're going to challenge. I see that we're doing a vocabulary challenge, and I'm up for it.
Had to get the thesaurus down, Stacy.
I see. Let's go. We got 8.5 minutes. And that was huge. I tell you what, it's a 12-point game, and it's a real problem right now. You actually need a turnover now if you're Northside Christian. So you can't help them out if you're Wilson Hall. That ball's going to bounce dead at the 47-yard line.
We're going to go to break.
We're going to step away right here. You'll score 21-9, 8-12 left. We'll see if Wilson Hall can ride it on through and finish off the comeback victory at home over Northside Christian Crusaders. Stay with us. It's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Welcome back on in. We appreciate y'all tuning in. The 10th season of Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Our score 21-9. And coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Shout out to my guy Joe, Holly, Elizabeth, the crew over at Atkins Law Firm. Little inside handoff again and good yardage on first down. They're going to get about 4. First down. The clock is a compadre of Wilson Hall. Stop play. We have a player down. This might be one of those cramps. This might be Hoffman, I think.
Yeah, the way he's being stretched right there.
That's Coach Adam Jarecki, who's also working as a trainer a little bit. From a baseball player at Wofford. And he said, when you look at me, you know I was a catcher. That's what he told me on the phone. He's a good self-deprecating humor. He said, when you see me, you know position I was a catcher. I said, yeah, I get it.
Well, Stacy, since the last time you were here, they built a nice new building here on the campus of Wilson Hall down to our right.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Moulton, the Moulton Center.
For the game.
Yeah, former headmaster Moulton. He was the PA guy last time we did a game here, and he was retired then, and he's like acting as a spotter now, but he's been around here for a long time, and it's great when you can see a building with your name on it. He's just a guy who's part of the culture here, helped create the culture here at Wilson Hall. Shout out to him.
That's good to see there.
Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here with you up in the booth. Number 1, Texas and Wisconsin in volleyball. Joe Cashin knows a little bit about that with the daughter is an outstanding volleyball player. So 12:30, get your volleyball fix in. Number 1, Texas. Number 3, Wisconsin. 2:30, the LA Galaxy and the St. Louis City Soccer Club at 2:30. MLS action. And at 5 o'clock, Fox, NHRA, coming right at you right here. And listen, they get to have that Sunday because after a week or so, guess what? There's a lot of NFL on Sundays in the conversation. Back to live action. And another gain of about 4 for Wilson Hall. This time it's Thomas Creech, and he just kind of creeches on up there for about 4 yards. Just creeches his way. So go off the field right here. Shout out to some of our okay. Pump fake there. You got to fake the jumper and then drive sometimes.
Got to be fast, Stacey. Got to be
graphic. Look graphic. Yeah. Got to be quicker than that. I don't talk that fast.
I'm Wilson Hall here. You're just looking to run the clock.
I talk fast. I don't talk that.
12-point lead.
Yeah, I don't talk that fast.
Just trying to milk this clock.
Under center, and that option is. I kept thinking they'd run it more, but they didn't have to. That's the big physical quarterback, Owen Myers, but they give it for the first down. Another Camera heating and cooling first down, and we have a player getting up slow for the Crusaders. Who was that run by? That might have been Milling Holloway. No, Milling Galloway, excuse me. Milling Galloway with the carry. We're under 7.
Credit the Barons in this one, Stacy. They got down 9-0, and things look kind of bleak early in the second quarter, but they really picked it up, seized the momentum, and have not looked back after taking the lead right before the end of the first half.
Northside Christian had them discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
Well, yes. Well, discombobulated, yes. Galloway is faking motion to give it inside. Oh, turning and twisting and run for Cameron Wilsey, the 9th grade Wilsey. It's a game of 2 Wilseys here. Getting the freshman some valuable playing time. Up 12. The clock is your friend, and neither team is in a hurry. There's no urgency from either team right now. Think about the Crusaders. They're down 2 backs. They have 2 banged up backs, and one of them is Kiter. He's playing more defense than offense.
And we featured Sam Bergs of Northside in our opening, and what monster numbers he put up last year.
Yeah.
First 2 games this season, but just unable really to go tonight. He's banged up.
Yeah, he's been hurt. He just gave it a shot. Galloway with a give around the left side, cuts it back, and he just plowed over some folks right there. That's after every play, you got guys laying on the ground now. That's another first down. Camera heating and cooling first down for
Galloway
Wilson.
Galloping down the field on that one, Stacy.
I got you.
Churning out first downs of the Barons, and they can sense it and feel it right now under 5.5 minutes and a 12-point advantage.
Barons robbing that lead from Northside Christian. It was 9-0, and then 3 straight touchdowns. They wasn't in dramatic real quick, but eventually 3 touchdowns, and they shut down the Crusaders at 9. That's Galloway again, bruising run down to the 5-yard line. Then the Jim Hudson red zone. Shout out to Jim Hudson, been our red zone sponsor. Jim Hudson wants you to know that experience it once and you'll never forget. Jim Hudson red zone.
I see that spot just about every morning.
Oh, yeah? Last week, I forgot to mention my son's birthday was last Saturday. Staten Huff, my son, his birthday, he turned 20 last Saturday. So shout out to my son.
Happy birthday to Staten. Also in the National Guard.
That's right. Speaking of National Guard, a proud National Guard.
What your son does, now he serves.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Joe, for saying that. He's a proud Guardsman. Turned 20 last Saturday. Love that kid. McLaurin twisting inside the 5-yard line. That's Luszewski with the tackle, and they just trying to maybe add one more. Just it'll look worse in the paper tomorrow, but the outcome is about academic at this point.
I think it is, Stacy. And again, it was a tale of two halves with Northside Christian really running things in the early part of this game, but Wilson Hall has been the superior football team for 2+ quarters and almost 3 here tonight.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, the Crusaders hurt their chances when they had the momentum with several acts of malfeasance. Penalties.
Wilson Hall having to resort to a little chicanery tonight to try to get themselves back in the game. Which
Tomfoolery even.
Little tomfoolery.
Yes, that little chicanery. Timeout called, and the clock is standing at 3:58. And you see folks right now, look, they're relaxing. This is chillaxing time right now. Not a lot of drama in the building. The fans are going though. When you got the outdoor fans going, you know it's a humid night. This is South Carolina, famously hot.
You know, last week, Stacy, in Lexington, it was a pleasant mid-80s, lower 80s kind of night, and the temperature got turned up a little bit.
Exactly. It was an October vibe last week.
Yes.
Early October was the vibe, and we got spoiled last week.
We were blessed with some amazing weather last week, but yeah, that's typical in August in South Carolina. It's hot, and it's a hot one here in Sumter tonight. And right now, Wilson Hall hot.
We were blessed with more points in this game, though, total, positive. So it's warming up. And check your schedule, folks. We got some more really good games on our schedule coming up. We have 9 more games coming up after tonight.
We'll be at Airport next week for OW Airport.
Yes, that's good. This should be a good one. Hands to the sky. That was another touchdown for the Barons. Strike up the Wilson Hall fight song, and they're adding to their lead here. Take a look right here.
It's a simple handoff here. Boy, Milling Galloway on the conversion right there. He deserves it. He was the workhorse on that drive.
They rode him.
Galloway gallops into the end zone, and this one's all but over. Wilson Hall will wrap up their second win of the season.
Youngsters having a good time there, and that's a MUSC touchdown. MUSC said they're proud to call the Midlands home. Oh, the snap was not necessarily that clean, the hold, but it got it. Got it through again. Bonser, your guy, played himself quite a ball game. Jackson Bonser, take a look. And I believe we're going to stay here after that extra. Looks like we are staying here after the extra point. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth, and Claire Foley down on the field. Usually have our buddy Amanda with us on the sidelines. She's away on assignment. She'll be back with us next week.
8 plays, 47 yards on the drive. Galloway a 1-yard touchdown run, a little less than 5 minutes time of possession.
Shout out Joe Cashin, who keeps the stats like no other.
There's no more breaks. We're staying here till the end of the
Kicking off right to left on your TV screen, or on your phone if you're watching it on the app, or however you may be viewing. Thank you for tuning in and checking us out. Year 10 of the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Kicking off right to left in the blue and blue hats and everything. It's Wilson Hall, the Barons. They're in total control, up 28-9, kicking off, returning left to right. The Northside Christian Academy Crusaders in the black trousers, white shirts, and red hats. From Lexington, South Carolina. 3rd year of them playing 11-man football. They were an 8-man school when Dean Howell took over the coaching job there. He had a long career.
I'm not sure what Jackson Bonds is going to do from here, Stacy, but I'll tell you what, he could go to the next level and kick. I mean, he has got a big-time leg.
Yeah, Dean Howell was at Richard Northeast, AC Floor, White Knoll. The list goes on. And he was actually retired when they brought him to coach there. But yeah, Bonza does have a great leg. Play goes nowhere, no urgency. Just kind of playing out the string, if you will, Joe. Clock's ticking. Suits in at quarterback for the Crusaders.
Boy, big win tonight for the Barons. They'll go to 2-0 on the season, and Coach Jarecki will have to be pleased with this one, the way his team was able to battle back from early adversity and seize command of this football game. And well, now their schedule sets up nicely for them.
It really does. The winner of this game, talking to Thomas Grant on a little show this week, and he was saying the winner of this game might be set up to position himself not only go far in the region, but have a nice little playoff seeding as well. You know, the Barons lost the championship game last year 3-8 to Hilton Head Academy. So they went to the championship game, but they come down a level. And they look to have a good run again, especially after this win going 2-0. No hurry. Suits is going to hand off to Kinder, it looks like. We're just kind of waiting for the end here. Don't forget we have a play of the game to share with you and a player of the game. At the conclusion, of course, we'll talk to the winning team, which, barring an outstanding, absurd bunch of mishaps, would be Coach Adam Jarecki and the Wilson Hall team. There's a player down.
It would take quite an anomaly right now for.
Yes, anomaly. Okay, I see you.
Christian
I see you, the anomaly.
The die is cast on this one. Wilson Hall will walk out of here again with their second win. And well, if you're Northside Christian, you got to look back on some missed opportunities tonight when they ran a surprise onside after a score, got it on the plus 50, couldn't do anything with that. Hit the big pass play that was really incomplete, but the officials gave them the completion and got sacked after that.
After this play, I'm going to give some shout outs to some of our outstanding crew here that Joe and Claire and I are fortunate to work with. It's going to be a punt. Nice spiraling punt. It's going to bounce harmlessly down around the 40-yard line. That's where it starts, right on the 40-yard line. We'll shout out to our crew. Technical director Mike Weinmiller. Managing producer Kevin Pasternak. On the EIC is Tim Brusky. Video is Adam Babington. On the cameras we have Taylor Shirley, Tiffany Joyner, Brittany Frierson, J.R. Thomas, and Jessica Pasternak. And the lead replay is Kendall Bishop. Graphics Autumn Sherrill. TOC is Taylor Bone. Shout out to all that outstanding crew. They do such a great job. They work hard. And we thank them for all their hard work and they're to be appreciated. Outstanding job by Claire Foley on the sideline. Always glad to work with my guy Joe Cashin, the legend.
And
remember him, the long-time voice.
Brother.
No, man, the long-time voice of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. I'm doing the thing when I do it. I'm doing the chants up thing when I say that. Did I do it right?
You did. Retired from that, got to watch him on TV last night.
Yeah, you got to realize Joe's now retired from that and after a long, great career, and got to watch your boys in action. They set a record for first half points last night, right?
Well, they set a record for most points in a win.
Okay.
Season opening win last night with a 50-burger, 55. So
they did.
Looked good too, Stacy.
I saw the young running back Bennett, who's the son of Brandon Bennett, a former Gamecock great. His son had a big game, running back. I also saw your former quarterback over at North Carolina State have a big game.
Grayson McCall went 26 of 40 for 318 and 3 scores last night for NC State.
He did.
Glad for that young man. He meant so much to our program for a lot of years.
Under center now is a young man who's had a good game, Ford Wilder. Ford Wilder has one of the touchdowns, I do believe.
He
I know he had a big catch.
Bounds too.
Yeah. He does a good job staying in bounds right by Harris Naylor. You see the 130. This is a tough decision. I'm glad I'm not on the committee voting for player of the game.
I'll tell you, there's so many that you could give it to, Stacey, tonight. I mean,
it's tough. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is what you call a good team win. You know, people use that as a sports cliche, but this is a team win. So many guys stepped up. McLaughlin, Owens, Wilder, Bonzer, your guy. You like Bonzer a lot.
Love Bonzer.
Sean Michael Matthews, I think, had not only a touchdown, had a lot of key blocks.
Guy, you almost have to do it with a three-name guy.
Yeah, I mean, you get extra points for the third name. He carries weight. Just a big game by a lot of folks. Oh, we got a new guy here. We get some young players, some carries, and bobbled it, picked it up. That's a young kid right there. That's 40. He's not on my roster. That's how young he is. He's not on the roster. We get the name for 40 in just a moment.
It's 40. Shep Benson on the carry.
Up from the JV, getting a little touch right there. Now, when he's a grandfather, he'll tell his kids he ran that 20 yards. His first touch, but he'll get better. And they're going to shut it down right here. That was the last play of the ball game, the handshake line. Again, first time these teams have met. This may be a new rivalry just started tonight. 28-9, so 28 unanswered after the 9 points burst to start the game.
If you'd have told me that was going to be the final score, Stacy, after the first quarter plus of this one, I'd have been a little surprised. But credit Wilson Hall.
And you can toss to break, y'all.
We're going to step away here. That's your final score. We'll come back, put the bow on it with some awards, accolades, congratulations, and all kind of fun stuff on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week. Come on back.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoost.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Saluda County.
And meteorologist Clara Faith.
We're getting back to that time of year across the Midlands when humidity will start to climb.
Bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News. Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
And we are back. Go tell.
We stand in the aftermath of a Wilson Hall home field victory at Spencer Field on Military Appreciation Night. 28-9. They scored 28 straight after falling down 9-0. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up here in the booth with you, and you saw a really good one, and we're going to share some accolades here. We're going to do a player of the game and a play of the game coming up right now. First, it's the player of the game. It is who, Joe?
Senior quarterback Owen Myers. He scored on a touchdown run right here. He threw for two others. You see this pass right over the middle.
Wilder.
24-yard touchdown pass right here. Went to Ford Wilder, as you just called it. Here's a big one right here going on the outside. Big time play. Sean Michael Matthews, your three-name guy, gets into the end zone.
Yes.
But Owen Myers is your player of the game.
That's brought to you, of course, by Atkins Law Firm. Of course, when it comes to workers' comp fraternities, you got to remember who you hire matters. And now for our play of the game, brought to you by Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers. What's our play of the game? Think about
big play of the game again. Here's that little pass over the middle, dump off to Ford Wilder, picks up a couple of blocks, cuts it back right there. See from another angle, a little jump pass almost right there from Myers. Wilder, he knows what to do with it. He goes wild as he goes to the end zone. The first half touchdown.
Start raving.
Barons were off and running in this 28-9 win.
Man, that's great stuff. Shout out to the player of the game, Owen Myers, and the play of the game. He was involved in it as well, along with Ford Wilder. Ford, of course, built tough. Get that ball to the end zone.
Built Ford tough,
yes,
right?
absolutely. I believe it's about time to go down to the field. We're getting it organized down there just a bit.
We need just a little bit more time, Stacey.
Okay, so Joe, how about the start. We thought the people in the press box said it. We looked one way early and kind of flipped the script.
Northside Christian sure came out as the aggressive football team, and boy, you had to like though how they came out, but how Wilson Hall was able to turn it around.
Well said, Joe. Well said. Let's go down to the field with Claire Foley and a victorious bunch of Wilson Hall Barons and Coach Adam Jarecki. Take it away, Claire.
Coach, big night tonight. Started down 9-0, turns into a 19-point victory. What does that tell you about the mental toughness of this team?
We started off a little slow, and it was getting kind of scary there for a little bit, but we found a way and got going, and I'm proud of the way that we finished. So that's a tribute to our guys, because we've had a kind of a letback this week with the heat and all, and we got focused when we needed to and did what we had to do.
Early on this season, what does it show you about the way they're gelling so far, and what do you think it'll show later on?
We expect to be 1-0 every week, so that's our goal. We're going to be 1-0 every time.
And guys, how does this one feel? All right, guys, well, presenting this week's Sonic Friday Night Rivals, winners of Game of the Week, the Wilson Hall Barons.
Thank you very much, Claire Foley. Thank you, Coach Adam Jarecki, for those words. And shout out to the Barons on the victory, going 2-0 at home at Spencer Field. I want to thank everybody for being involved in the broadcast. Congratulations to the win. We're on the road again next week. It's going to be a good time. We want to shout out some of our sponsors. Sonic, of course, title sponsors, Stewart Law Offices, South Carolina Army National Guard, Columbia Police Department, Camden Heating and Air, Atkins Law Firm, also Mark Brown Law Firm, Jim Hudson Automotive, Michaelis Mattress, Blue Cross Blue Shield, MUSC, Lexington Medical Center, Palmetto Pride. Shout out to all our sponsors making it happen next week. Where are we, Joe, next week? Airport High School taking on OW. For Joe Cash and Claire Foley, I'm Stacey Huff. Say good night, everybody. See you next week on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week.